In this video, we will be replacing the stock and rear turn signals in this 2015 Honda Accord with all new LED turn signals from Ayla Lighting. For this installation, you will need a trim puller tool or a flathead screwdriver. We will start in the trunk where you can access the turn signal light bulbs. The driver's side bulb is behind this panel here. There are 3 retainer clips holding it in. To remove the clips, use your tool to first pry free the top of the retainer clip. After you've popped it up, you can then slide the tool under the clip and pry it out. You can see when it's closed, the base expands. And when you pop open the top, the base shrinks, allowing you to pull it out. You can now peel back the trunk liner to expose the turn signal housing. We'll clamp the liner out of the way for easy access. Removing the turn signal light socket is pretty easy. You need to turn it counterclockwise to unlock it. Pay attention to the orientation of the socket. This will help you when you reinstall it. Grab the bulb in one hand while holding the socket in your other hand and pull the bulb straight out. Now that we have it out, let's compare the old halogen bulb to the new LED we're installing. You can see that the LED is slightly longer than the halogen, but we checked this application before we chose the bulb, so we know there's enough space for it to fit. Also, the base is an exact match, making it plug and play easy. Another note about this bulb, it is CAN bus compatible, meaning you won't need a resistor to avoid any hyperflashing. Installing the LED bulb is simple. Hold the socket in one hand and push the base of the LED into the socket until it is secure. Note the tabs in the housing and install the socket. Rotate the socket clockwise to lock it in. We'll test it before putting it back together. You can see the installed LED is very powerful and much brighter than the OEM incandescent bulb. Push the liner back up into place and carefully tuck the edge under the rubber weather stripping. Be sure that the retainer plugs are in the open position and push them back into place. Once installed, push the top in to close the retainer, locking it in place. Now replace the other 2 on this side, and we can begin the install on the passenger side. We have already removed the 3 retaining clips, and now peel back the trunk liner out of the way. Unlock the socket by turning counterclockwise. Remove the socket, and while holding it in one hand, pull the bulb straight out with the other. Push the LED into the socket and replace it back into the housing, being sure that you have lined up the locking tabs. Lock it in by turning it clockwise. Now test both sides, and then you can replace the trunk liner like you had done on the driver's side. And that's it. The installation is complete. Let's take a look at what these new LED turn signal bulbs look like. You can see they are much brighter than the stock OEM bulbs, and look at how much light these throw out when we park it next to the wall. These new bulbs are truly
safer, smarter, brighter, better. We are Ayla Lighting.